Welcome to our Spotlight segment. Tonight, we're going to take a look at young talent Devin Booker. Let's share a little bit about Devin. Drafted in 2015 as a first-round 13th pick by the Phoenix Suns, the Suns have a lot to be excited about. Booker will line up in the Rising Stars Challenge on Friday, February 17th during NBA All-Star Weekend in New Orleans, alongside other future Rising Stars, and of course on display for the whole world to find out more about him. In his last 10 games, Booker has averaged 24.6 points per game and ranked 14th in the NBA with 25.4 points per game in January. All right, Chuck, we know you're a fan. I'll hand it over to you and Coach Miller to place Devin Booker under the spotlight.
All right, Coach, I hope you enjoyed the Super Bowl. It was a great game, wasn't it? Now, on to basketball. We're going to spotlight Devin Booker. It's no secret I'm a big fan of this guy's game. Just tell us from a coaching's perspective, what did the Suns see in this kid when they took him out of Kentucky, and talk about his season so far?
Well, it's funny you would mention kid, because that's exactly what he was when they drafted him, a 19-year-old. And what did they see? They saw a shooter extraordinaire. Think back to this, Chuck. Booker never started a game at the University of Kentucky, yet he came off the bench and he made baskets. Now, what's impressed me most this year, we know he's a shot maker, but he's also a good passer. He's become a little bit better defender. His body seemed to have gotten a little bit bigger and stronger in the offseason. He's the focal point. The Suns need to build around him. He has a chance to be special.
All right, Coach. Last month, Devin Booker averaged 25.4 points per game. This kid is really filling it up. But let's talk about the Suns roster. How does he fit in to the Phoenix Suns basketball roster?
Well, I think it's perfect, Chuck. He can pass, he can rebound, and he can shoot. But I think it all starts with his mentality towards the game. I just mentioned at Kentucky, he never started, and he's the 13th pick of the draft. Then he gets to Phoenix, and he doesn't start. But that first year around December, due to injuries, he gets his chance, and he makes the most of it. We know he can shoot it. I love him at the elbows. He can post up. He's got unbelievable footwork. But I also think he has great confidence, and that started with Hornacek. They put the ball in his hands. Earl Watson continues to give him confidence. It's all about a state of mind. He'll accept whatever role he's given. Now it just happens to be a big role. That was a match made in heaven.
Okay, Coach, a lot of people thought I was crazy earlier this season when I said that Devin Booker was my breakout player, and he reminded me of the great Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant. Now, Coach, you were around Kobe for years. You've seen Devin Booker's game. I know he's young, he's getting better, but you're all about improvement. How can D-Book improve his game?
Well, first, we don't think you're crazy. We know you're crazy. Second, the Black Mamba, he used to call me the White Mamba. But let's get back to Book. I love his length, but I think he needs to have strength. That's the number one thing. Continue in the weight room and get your body right. Second of all, his ball handling has to get better. I want to see it a little bit tighter and on a string. Then when you look at his pick and roll, I'd like him to take one more dribble when he comes off, allowing him to read and react a little better. Does he drive it to the hole? Does he penetrate and kick? Does he hit the dive, or does he hit the replacement guy? And last but not least, be a vocal leader. He's going to be the face of the franchise. He's got to lead.
All right, Coach, let's get you out of here on this one. Look, the Suns, they're not that great of a basketball team. But in order to get better, they need to put pieces around Devin Booker and Marquise Chris. But who are those pieces, Coach? Free agency, draft. What do the Suns do to actually get this ball rolling once again?
Well, free agents don't go to rebuilds. And they're not a bad team. They're the worst team in the Western Conference, second worst in the NBA. Now, I'd say this. You have building blocks. You mentioned Booker, Chris. I'll even throw in their Bender. You've got to play them. I like their guards. They need a scoring power forward. They need a big-time center that can patrol the paint on both ends of the floor. They've got to quit making the veterans happy. When you have good guards, now you've got to develop them. Free agents are going to be attracted when they see light at the end of the tunnel. They don't want to come where they're going to struggle. You've got a core. You're not going to get free agents. They need to make a big hit in the lottery.